Hey guys, Stag here, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I'm Stag. I share the painting process in my creepy cute, lowbrow, and gothic art, and talk shop about being an artist. This is fairy number 16, part of an ongoing series originally concepted to practice certain elements like hair, eyes, but each fairy now kind of has a theme. This one is probably one of my favorites, and her theme is ghost. As I'm slowly getting caught up in the backlog of footage I have for these videos, it's kind of weird to see my desk in its former state. It's been months since I polyurethaned a bunch of junk to it. I have been kind of uploading videos out of order, so you might see back and forth with the desk until we get entirely up to date. I could no longer stand the look at my desk. For one, I was never a fan of the light golden wood tone. I'm more of a dark wood type of stain person. I feel like it has more class. But what I hated most about this desk was the massive pink smear. A terrible smear. That is photo emulsion from screen printing. So let me paint the awkward story. It's 2 AM, a spring night. I just got set up with some screen printing gear for a project I've been working on, my Oracle deck. I needed to coat the screen with some emulsion to later burn the image into, so I could use it to print. So the lights are out. I have a dark room light on because emulsion is photosensitive, so I can't see all that well, because as we know, lighting is not my forte. I'm holding the screen at a tilt with my left hand, and the other hand coating it with the emulsion scoop, a little trough type of thing. Being the first screen I had to coat in about 13 years since I had last screen printed, I underestimated how much emulsion I needed. So I put the scoop coater down on the desk, and I still have to hold the screen with my left hand so I don't smear or mess it up on the one side I had already coated. So, with my right hand in the dark, I'm fumbling with the container. But all is well. I got more emulsion into the trough, and I put the lid back on the container, but I go to pick up the scoop coater and I knock it over. Emulsion is pouring all over. Awkwardly, I'm still holding the screen with my left hand and using my right hand to just smear around the emulsion with random paint rags I could reach in my direct vicinity, because I couldn't really walk away to go get anything as I'm holding the screen. I have this multi-level desk, and the part that I was doing this on is split, kind of a little off-center, so I can raise one side when I'm working. So the emulsion was just like pouring through the crack down onto the shelf I have with all my paint and random other junk, and it's pouring off the back of the desk. And I'm like, hoping it doesn't get on the carpet. But it was terrible. Emulsion is thick and gooey and sticky, and when it's stuck, it's kind of stuck. It was kind of a highly laughable experience because I realized it was just ridiculous. I got this new toy and I just gotta wreck it, pour emulsion everywhere. But luckily the emulsion like stretches further than I thought it would because I used that same container for a long time, because I wanted to kind of test it before I started the Kickstarter for the Oracle deck to make sure I could do this, and I was so close to giving up because it was like a month of me reburning screens to try to get the lines out. I had to edit files, like it was a big mess. But I'm glad, and it's done, and I have the Oracle deck. The only thing is the original Kickstarter ones had backs on the cards, but I actually had to print each individual card's back. So I'm not doing that for every deck. Unfortunately, they have blank backs. The amount of time that takes was so ridiculous. But one day, I got kind of bored, and I slapped black paint on my desk, and it looked pretty great. So I ended up sanding it a bit and glued a bunch of random images all over it and polyurethaned it with a classy satin finish. Now I'm kind of protective of my desk. Aesthetically, I always hated the desk, but for functionality, it was amazing and did everything I needed it to do. It even has a back level that's separate from the rest of it, where I can raise it up. And I used to put my TV on it, so I can watch the chat for my Twitch streams. So it was, like, this desk worked great for everything and I needed it to do. So back to fairy number 16. This one is definitely one of my favorites, paired with the fairy after this, number 17, which is Lovecraft-inspired Fish Girl. We will soon be reaching the end of the fairy paintings I have done, but I plan on starting back up with fairy number 19. I keep saying that, but it doesn't seem to happen. So the unofficial title of the series is Fairy Creeps, because they started getting a little weird and creepy. But anyways, guys, I will try to keep these videos coming in the next few weeks as we get caught up and release some new vlogs as well. Thank you for watching. You can find the links to my social media in the description below, including my website filled with a merriment of prints and paintings, as well as my new pins, fabric patches, and stickers. You can find me on Patreon, and I also just released a new travel size coloring book featuring my creepy cute little Yeti monsters and all their childish whimsy. Because I don't know when to stop, I have also been working on a winter themed book, trying to get it done before the end of the year. But until next time, dears, bye.